All right, family, we live. It's the General. We black at y'all again with this real talk. Y'all know what it is. KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarah Seti DVDs, t-shirts, hoodie. We got African and Kemetic jewelry. We even got, you know what I'm saying, some herbal tonics and remedies for the family. Y'all better get on over there, KingSeti.com, official General Sarah Seti product. For the family out there looking for that complete General Sarah Seti website, of course, y'all know what it is, generalseti.com, SETI University, just piles and piles of information, valuable information, jewels and gems for the family that's searching for their culture, their history. And of course, we got some entertainment on there for the family too. You understand what I'm saying? So if you're looking for the all in all, the library of Timbuktu on the website, you need to get on over to generalseti.com. SETI University, goddamn it, it's the black Netflix. Join today. And for the family, got something powerful on my Patreon, exclusive General Sarah SETI live streams. I got something on Sufism today, the shrine of the ancient Egyptian order, the mystic shrine, where we're going to be dealing with who is the original woolly head mystics of the ancient world. And so that's going to be very powerful. You understand what I'm saying? Because too many people out there in between worlds. Okay? Now I'm going to snatch your motherfucking ass through the black hole. Flat out. That's how it's going down. And so, you feel me? And so you need to get on over there and become a patron today. I keep that fire. Keep it coming. You feel me? And so today we're going to be dealing with why they want black people. And of course, make sure that y'all subscribe to all my YouTube pages, General SETI, Sarah SETI YouTube pages, King SETI. You feel me? With the master teachers on there. Hit that goddamn that bell, that notification bell, so you know when the general go live, because you want to know. You want to know. You feel me? You see, and give it a thumbs up, like it because you love it, because it's laying like that. Now today, you know what I'm saying, we're going to be dealing, and it needs to be dealt with. It need to be dealt with. You understand what I'm saying? Because too many of y'all speak the good Queen's English, and y'all, you know, y'all promote speaking the good Queen's English, and it ain't got your ass further than the average nigga out there on the street. No, it ain't. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. We're going to dive right on off in it. And reason why. I'm going to state some things. Let's get it popped. Let's get it on. Let's get it popped. Now, we're going to be dealing with some manifestations of the term. We're going to be dealing with different manifestations of the term today. Let me just go and take that out right now. You feel me? We're going to be dealing with niggas, which is a manifestation of nigga, Nigga, not nigger, but even in that manifestation, we're going to see that, you know, other people don't have no problem in the divinity of blackness. You see, too many of y'all got the mainframe of the oppressor sitting in the center of your brain. So when you go to define, you define from his perspective. And that's why you can't see to your divinity, and you're going to shut down on your divinity. You understand what I'm saying? Because you think like he think. You see? And so he says it means a lazy black, you know, a slave. And so that's what you going to conceive in your mind. And you're going to shut down in the divinity that's behind the word, you ain't gonna never know that divinity. And I'm gonna prove, and I don't give a goddamn who don't like it. You can exit wherever that motherfucker say EXIT. You can go right on through the door. I won't have lose not a goddamn wink of sleep. Okay. We also with niggas, we're gonna be dealing with Naga. You see what I'm saying? Naga, Naga, niggas. And then you got even Naja. But see, I don't use that term Naja, but it is some information is hidden behind that word, because they will use that manifestation of the cobra in Africa, even though it ain't no J into the 16th century. And so we just got to keep that in mind. Ain't no Nigers and ain't no Nigerias and ain't no damn Nigers and none of that. Okay? Before 1524, the J was a I, period. Okay? And we're going to prove that. And so, you know what I'm saying? And so, we tend, to use that manifestation just to keep from saying what it is. And then we're going to show that in religions, even the Catholic Church, all around the world, they're still using the word nigger, but they're not using it in the manifestation of the slave masters in America. And they don't have no problem, connecting it to some of the most sacred of their relics, even the Black Madonna. You see what I'm saying? So we're going to look at Nagas, Kebra Nagas. We're going to look at niggas. We're going to look at Nega, Nega. There's so many manifestations of this word showing its divinity. Okay? Let me get a hold of things. Okay? And so now let's deal with this. We're looking at Kebra Nagas. Okay? The glory of the kings. And so we see in that, you know what I'm saying? We see Naga or Naga is in. Now we're talking about the two Ethiopias of the ancient world. We're talking about Cush Major, and then we're talking about Cush Minor. Now Cush Minor is the colonies in Mesopotamia, in India. These were strongholds of Cush Major. Now Cush in Africa is modern day Sudan. Okay, Kush is no more than Nubia. So you got many terms, and a lot of people get confused and say, "Well, damn, what is Nubia?" Nubia was what the Romans called it. You see, Ethiopia is what the Greeks called it. You see what I'm saying? And so some say that Kush or Cash come from ancient Egypt, but since I don't believe they ever deciphered the Medunata, we'll leave that there. Okay? But this is the term that we know of it today, and we can see that it is all across the ancient world. So here we see Nagas as a form of kings. Now, as we go down, we're going to see that, when we talk about the Naga, it's not just, some people say serpent, some people say snake, because within snake, you see N-A, S-N-A-K-E. And so the Na is symbolic of a serpent or a snake. But we got to be clear that our ancestors deified, and we must go ahead and say what it is, and venerated, highly venerated the cobra, the king cobra, and the queen cobra. Okay, and we're going to show you that when a person say Nagas, you're saying king cobra, okay, which we're going to break down. Nagas. Okay, once you understand Nagas is king, and you understand that the Naga is the symbol for the cobra, you see what I'm saying? And which, is a zoo type of the ancient African Kushites. Okay? The ancient African Kushites. You see what I'm saying? And Egyptians. Okay? There is a sacred term. And so, when you understand that it's when they say the Naga and they show the serpent, that's only a zootype of the African race. You understand what I'm saying? That's just like some motherfuckers say, for instance, you go to Florida University, I think they call the Gators. And so they refer to the team as the Gators. The Gators, and you know what I'm saying? So though you don't see the actual gator out there, it's only a zootype of the team and the university. So you see right here. And so how is this a coincidence that two nations that have been identified from ancient times as being two halves of one empire? You see what I'm saying? These are two halves of one empire. And so and we're going to show that in actuality, the deification of the serpent, the wing, in its various manifestation, you got just the serpent with the sun disk over the head, then you got the winged serpent, and then you got the serpent with the feathers. You understand what I'm saying? What you see in the Americas as Quetzalcoatl. You see what I'm saying? So you see Naga in Senegal. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people don't, break these terms down to see, that in reality, when you talking about dissing something, you understand what I'm saying? And there's hundreds of manifestations, but see what they got to do today is to control the narrative and say that every black person that's saying nigga is using the Caucasoid expression. You understand? Because they didn't know none of this research. And so they didn't dug a grave for themselves to show that they lack scholarship, because if they really knew scholarship, they wouldn't have dug that grave so deep by saying don't say, and then go around the whole African world, and it's a word of divinity, of royalty, of sovereignty, of principality all across the African world. So you see here, you see Naga in Senegal. Now, I was in Ethiopia. Now, the term that they use for the divine queen of Abyssinia, and I want to use Abyssinia at this time to clarify, what the ancient Ethiopia was, because I'm going to be doing Kush next on I'm gonna be on Sarah Sunseti YouTube page, and I'm gonna be doing Kush. And so I don't want people to get it twisted that the Ethiopia of today is the modern Ethiopia. Okay, the ancient Ethiopia is in Sudan, what they term Nubia. And I have to make that clarification. You see what I'm saying? Because it's far more ancient than some biblical mythology. And so I must state that. Okay. And so you see niggas, you understand now, that damn near saying nigga. You know what I'm saying? But they can find divinity in that. They can find sovereignty in that. You understand what I'm saying? And so, we in very serious deep waters when we don't believe that some of our people are speaking from the ancestral root. You understand what I'm saying? And that everything, man, we don't speak like no damn Cro-Magnon Neanderthal. They got a whole different goddamn spirit. The words that come out your mouth is defined also by the spirit of you and your people. And so we never mean the same goddamn thing. You understand what I'm saying? We never mean the same goddamn thing. Now, just to state, when we talk about, say for instance, some words that we use. Now, a lot of times we use, let's say, man, that car cold than a motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? Now, when we say cold, we mean that's something to be, admired. You understand what I'm saying? But if you say that shit to a white man, you say, man, that car cold than a motherfucker. You know what he gonna say? He gonna say, nigga, turn on the heat. That's what he ain't gonna understand that you mean that's something to be admired. So when you see a fucking word, you understand what I'm saying? You got to also take into consideration what is the spirit of the people. You see what I'm saying? What is the spirit? What do they mean? Because when you look at the shit that we say, it means something totally different than what a Cro-Magnon Neanderthal. Some people might say, "Oh man, that sister fly, man, that sister fly." You say that shit to a white man, that sister fly. You know what he gonna say? Where are wings at? She fly. Where are wings at? He ain't gonna understand where you coming from. So you got to understand the terms that come out are totally different. And y'all should know that by now. You understand what I'm saying? But it's sad. Cause I'm thinking, I'm like, God damn, they got this word. And I understand some people, in their own mind, they might be trapped in the Cro-Magnon matrix, paradox. You understand what I'm saying? But there's some of our people that's speaking from the ancestral root. And you have to take that into consideration when you hear people speaking. You see what I'm saying? They got a tribe over there, Vanuatu, called the Bozo tribe. And, these silly Cro-Magnons then flew the Bozo clown over there. And they took a picture with the Bozo tribe and shit. You know what I'm saying? And they actually looking at the motherfucker like, this is, what kind of shit is this? You see what I'm saying? So are they to change who they are? Because y'all see the term bozo, and the only definition is your oppressor's definition. See, that's why I say you got to change your mainframe. You understand what I'm saying? You are now the definer of empire. You can't. You don't have to change shit. You just got to change your mainframe and your source and foundation of perspective. You understand what I'm saying? So the people that have a problem with nigga, they think like one, and it hurt them. So the other brothers and sisters that then did with some research and see the divinity and understand what it is, they ain't got no problem with it because the source from which they speak is from the ancestral root. So you motherfuckers can, and the fact of the matter is, the fact that we doing this research, that's one of the reasons why they didn't want motherfuckers to say it. Because after a while, anybody in their right mind, and once they start studying their history and they start seeing these words pop up, gonna say, well, damn, that sounds just like nigga. I mean, that's just obvious. You understand what I'm saying? And then you say, well, it seemed like we can turn this, around and, this is us. We is speaking from our ancestral root. You know what I'm saying? And so they wanted to kill this research that's taking us all over the world, identifying our people everywhere that we go. Let's get back off into this. And so, see, I brought this out, and I want people to understand I hit hard. I don't just hit, I hit hard. I go in motherfuckers' mouth real nasty when I hit, you see? So this is so-called the Wallace A. Budge, an Egyptian hieroglyphic dictionary. Now, why am I using this? Because I don't, but what I'm saying is y'all using all the other words. But then when it comes to this word, I'm going to show you the prefix that is even in the metadata. You understand? Y'all out there metadata. Y'all on the metadata. Y'all chemic and all this, that, and the third. And I ain't going to beat up on you today. But then when we go in here and identify some things, you don't want to acknowledge it because you done dug the grave so deep that it's going to show you that you lack proper scholarship. That's what it's going to show. So let's get on up into this real quick. So this Wallace Budge hieroglyph, what does it say? Now, let me bring that all the way up. It says neg okay? Neger, okay? The goose goddess who laid the sun egg. So this was a goddess of creation. You understand what I'm saying? Very similar to Nu, Heru. You understand? So you see right here that this is showing even here in the ancient, that the prefix or the pronunciation, even, it's not nigger, but it's negger. You know what I mean? Goddamn, once you take the vowels out, because you got to understand that it supposedly ain't no vowels. There is no vowels in the Madunata. So if you take the Naga and all that, if you take the vowels out, it's the same expression. There's no doubt about it. You see what I'm saying? It's the same expression. And so you go down here, not only do you got Neger, you got Nigau, okay? The doorkeeper of the fort. And so that's very similar right there to Naga in synagogue. You see what I'm saying? So they able to find all of it. People say Mayat means mother and Netta means nature. They find all the damn the words that sound that they want to identify, but then when it comes to this particular word, they don't want to identify with it. I tell motherfuckers just like this: if you can't accept this, don't accept shit. Because the same structure, let me show you. The same structure that they use to get Ma'at, that they use to get Pata, that they use to get a new Ampu and all of that is the same fucking structure that they got to get Neger. And so if you cannot accept that, then throw the whole goddamn book away. Don't go in there and pick and choose. You see, you done dug your grave too deep. Okay, you done dug. And so when we talking about frequency, you see what I'm saying? We're talking about a cosmic melody. You see, in melody, you see it's melanin. And so it's certain chants and mantras that, send out a wave of energy. And soon as it hit the mind, it conjures up a certain energy in African people. You see what I'm saying? And so even to today, it conjures up. And so they don't want that frequency out there. They don't want that kush and all, you know what I'm saying? They don't want them kind of terms out there being, spoken by Black people, especially in a positive light, because it's going to bring up the true history and culture of the people. And then it's going to spread a frequency across the globe. You understand what I'm saying? A collective consciousness that will make the people rise up. So they say, stop it. And so I said, goddamn, white people was talking about don't say nigga. White people? Have you ever, and then you go in the dictionary and black still devil and black is still, evil and shit. Why they didn't, if they so worried about somebody stop saying nigga, why they didn't go in there and clean up the definition of black? They still, making rules where Black people can't even wear their hair at the damn, in school and at a job, so on and so forth. And so I asked you, I said, when do white people support Black people in that manner? I ain't never seen them support. Long as it's destructive towards us, they support that. That's what they support. So when you hear motherfuckers say, stop saying, that you have to look at that very closely. Like, what the fuck is wrong with him? You know what I'm saying? And you ain't gave us no reparations and nothing, but you want us to stop saying nigga. Oh, okay. I think I better look into that a little deeper. You see what I'm saying? And so we see here, neg and to cackle. You understand what I'm saying? Neg to cackle. And that sounds like a personification of Ptah, whose sacred zoo type was the goose. You see what I'm saying? So when we come down, I come to the ancient Kushite empire, the wonderful Ethiopians of the ancient Kushite empire, which I keep bringing up because, our master teachers, and this is one of our mistress master teachers, Drusilla Dungy Houston, who wrote this classic work. If you ain't got this work, you damn sure need to get it on your shelf where it state, okay? It state that, on page 222. And I'm going to start on the third sentence to the far right. It says, the rich merchants of the ancient Indian commerce had been Dravidians. One of their greatest kingdoms was Pandya, so noted in the Sanskrit writings. The Nandas in Bihar, of whom the great Chandra Gupta sprang, and his greater grandson, Askoa, or Askia. You got Askoa in India, and you got Askia in Africa, were non-Aryan. These were supposed to be degraded Sudra. Now, that's a term that they use in India for black people, Sudra. Now you get Sudan, then you got Sufi, then you got Suma. So you got to look at the prefixes of these words, and so that we can understand who is our people, and certain prefixes and suffixes that explain who we are in ancient literature. So when we read, we know many people are just reading. They don't know what the fuck they reading because they don't understand the words. They speaking, but the words are mute because they don't have no understanding or true definition of the word. Now, it says these were of the supposed to be degraded Sudra, the Tashak. Now, it's actually Tashaka. It could be Tashak, but it's actually Tashaka. Okay, and Naga nations who figure so largely in Sanskrit tradition are words purely African. See? So this is coming from a master scholar, Drusilla Dungy Houston. And so, a lot of people hadn't read that. Okay, and also J.A. Rogers dropped some heavy mental on the word. So you see Tashaka, you see Shaka, as in Shaka Zulu, and the fact that what they call the apis bull in India is called Nandi. Okay, Nandi. Okay, and that is actually the name of Shaka's mother, Nandi. You see what I'm saying? So there's so many words that are, interchangeable between the Kushite nations that is no coincidence at all. You see, and even if you go to the, when I talk about, I'm talking about the Naga Kushite. I'm not talking about them straight head Hindus over there. I'm talking about the woolly head Ethiopian Kushite. Okay, so be clear. Some people, no, don't even play with me like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming straight up the African root. That's the only way, because those are the founders of that civilization. You see? Now, this is a very powerful, but I just wanted to touch on a few of them. You understand what I'm saying? Because I don't have all the time. How much time we still got we still got a few minutes. We still got a few minutes. Now I want to deal with this because a lot of people don't understand. You got Naga Sudan now. You got Naga Sudan. Let me take that out of there. You got Naga Sudan. You understand? Now that's the royal city of ancient Sudan. That's not just any city. So I want to be clear about that. That Naga is the royal city of ancient Sudan. And there is heavy evidence of the serpent because they got the lion-headed serpent right there on the side. Anybody that do the research, okay? And you can go straight to India and see because the Naga, it could have almost any type of zoo type head, long as the body of it, and then as long as the end of it is a serpent, it could have the head of almost anything. You see what I'm saying? But not only do you have Naga Sudan, you got Nag Hammadi. You see, you got Nag Hammadi, and that's where they found the Gnostic scrolls. You understand what I'm saying? Where they found some books and it ain't nothing but shit that they have been trying to translate and make up in Africa, looking at some of the temples and they creating some shit. So I don't, but even then, you see that you got the Naga, the term Naga all through Africa. And so in actuality, Naga existed in Africa before it even existed in India. And the manifestation of the Pharaoh and many deities, because in reality, the cobra is used as a manifestation of the African goddess. Is 90% of the time that you see a serpent, it's an African goddess. You see what I'm saying? And it's symbolic of immortality. You see what I'm saying? And so you see here the Nag Hammadi. Now dealing with Isis, you see right here, we're going to deal with something. It says Isis throne and Hathor. It says the Roman Isis carries the Hathor milk jug and sistrum and wears a cobra, Uraeus. Uraeus is a Greek word possibly derived from the Egyptian she who rears up. In legend, Isis is the creatrix of the first Uraeus. The Uraeus cobra species, look at that. Naga, but ain't no J. See, that's the shit where they trying to fool you. Ain't no damn J into the 15th century, and I'm going to make sure I hit that before I get up out of here. You see what I'm saying? Naga Haji, okay? Naga Haji was a symbol of Lower Egypt, and it was often paired with the Upper Egypt vulture. Okay, so reality is Naga. Ain't no damn Naji. Okay, and I'm gonna clear that up. You see, these Cro-Magnon Neanderthal is in Arabs is playing with the words, so you won't make the correlation with the other Kushite colonies. You see, in colonies of Egypt. So you see right here, this is the Egyptian. This is the Egyptian cobra. And so when you look at, and this is another one that's from, not particularly out of the Nile, but from West Africa. It's Naga nigricollis. Okay, and it's a spitting cobra. So you see even there that the term is black. You see right there the root of nigri collis. So nigri collis, okay, or nigri, it is nigri collis. So that's a black spitting cobra. That's what it is, a black spitting cobra. And so you see here that when we talk about, and I got the pronunciations here for you, Naga. Now I took the Nagasa off of there because I'm not specifying kings. So you see Negus is king and Naga is cobra. So Negus Nagas is manifestation of the king cobras. And that's in manifestation of the African race. You understand what I'm saying? Note that they use king cobras and queen cobras. It wasn't just no damn snake. You see what I'm saying? So when you see here, you see that, the Africans were already what is termed a Naga. They were already using it deep in the spirituality of African people long before it even showed up in India. So I don't want nobody to think we, and even then think we copying off, and we're not copying off of no goddamn body, because the expression, the word exists in Africa, and the symbolism of the Pharaoh. And when you look at the goddess, and like I say, most of the time it is used in manifestation of the goddess. Only when it specifically shows a man. If it don't specifically show a man, it's to be taken as a goddess. You see what I'm saying? So when you look at the Nehemus crown, you looking at a serpentine crown. You got to see that. That's the hood of the king cobra. You see what I'm saying? And so again, showing you Western Kush, Africa, and Eastern Kush, Asia. or Cush major and Cush minor. I'm gonna jump right on down here to nigga and go on and crack a head real quick. You understand what I'm saying? If y'all want to see this in the studio version, you can go over to Sarah Sunseti YouTube page and you can see it in the studio version, because I'll be doing live versions and I'll be doing studio versions. The studio versions I could get a little more information in, but live you already know I'm gonna be dancing. I'm gonna be dancing, so that's where I get to dance. And so we're gonna be dealing with the term nigga. Okay, we're gonna be dealing with the term nigga. Okay, and there's many manifestations of that. Now, when we look at the bottom, it says clearly. Okay, it says clearly. Let me get it back up. Both I and J were used interchangeably by scribes to express the sound of both the vowel and the consonant. It wasn't until 1524 when Guyan Giorgio Trissino, an Italian Renaissance grammarian known as the father of the letter J, made a clear distinction between the two sounds. So before 1524, the J was an I. So it wasn't no, at that time, it wasn't no Nigerias. Okay, it wasn't no Nigers. And you understand what I'm saying? It wasn't no Nigers. You understand what I'm saying? It was what it was. The G, was a G. Now they say if a vowel like E, I don't know why, I believe, come after G, then it becomes a J. But that's only in English. You understand? I believe that's an English expression, or maybe a more modern expression after 1524. I'm not going to say it's just English, because the French use it as well. But nevertheless, you could not even use that rule until you had the sound of the letter J in the language. And so it was no J until 1524. And it probably took a long fucking time to even get that rolling. So again, that was I. So anything before 1524, it is what it is. Whether it's one G or two G's, is nigga. That's what it is. Okay, that's exactly what it is. And so even when you're dealing with the Black Madonna, Negra, some said Formosa. Negra, some said Formosa. Now, what does that mean? Now, I was looking it up, and this was taken off the internet, and it says that interpretation, as well as later efforts to find correspondence between the life of Jesus and old scriptures, allowed a Latin translation of an early passage from Solomon. Negra said, some said Formosa. That's in Latin. Negra, some said, I am black. Now I ain't gonna go with that comely. I am black but godly. Okay, spoken by a sun-darkened woman. Now this is a Cro-Magnon Neanderthal to be adopted into Roman Catholic services celebrating the Virgin Mary. So I find it very hypocritical for niggas to say that we can't use the word, that it don't mean, and they even use it with the most holiest icon of all the Catholicism. You see what I'm saying? You understand? They use it with the Black Madonna. You see what they don't have no problem using it in divinity. But goddamn it, when we say we using it in divinity, you niggas with niggeritis and crackatosis, y'all run straight to the oppressor and say, no, that ain't what it means, this, that, and the third. You got niggeritis, man. You got niggeritis. And that's from the Caucasian expression. And then you got a very powerful aspect of the brain, substantia nigra, okay, which is in a black melanin center in the back of the brain. And so here is where it produces dopamine producing cells. And so that has a lot to do with movement, memory, you know what I'm saying? So not only the pineal gland, you got the substantia nigra. You understand what I'm saying? And that's Latin. It's not night or none of that. It's nigra. Okay? And so again, when I looked up, I say, what is Black Madonna in Latin? It's Nigrum Madonna. That's what it is. Black Madonna in Latin is Nigrum Madonna. And so you got a Roman ruler. Now he ruled in 193 to 194. Pescennius Niga. That's what it is. Ain't no J's or nothing. It's Pescennius Niga. And so I don't know if he has some African in him, or, you know, the term black was, you know, of a divine origin. So they didn't have no problem in using the term because they themselves knew what it was. And I did have, oh, here it is, the prophet called nigga, because this supposedly in the damn near the 1st century AD. This is what they say, but who knows? Chapter 13, I don't even know what fucking book this is. It's in the New Testament, okay? Now there was in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers as Barnabas and Simon that was called nigger. Now you see they tried to put some pronunciation, you know, some some accents on it so that you won't call it what it is. But you're talking about in the 1st century, and it's Latin. The only word that it is nigger. Simon, that is called nigger. And so you just got to understand that's what it is. And it's hard for people to accept that. You know what I'm saying? Because some of their slave masters didn't put a disdain on the word. You understand what I'm saying? But we were speaking in manifestations long before the Cro-Magnon Neanderthal of America and Britain and Spain even came along. You see what I'm saying? Before they even came along. Because them motherfuckers got their little alphabet from us. They didn't have no goddamn out. How you gonna go to the last motherfucker that, you know, and use him as the standard? And he the last motherfucker to speak. Shit. Before they hooked up with African people, they was like ooga booga. Ooga booga. That's all they was, ooga booga. That's all they was saying. And motherfuckers gave them language and gave them, you know, a little scrabble alphabet. Take this shit, man, and put some words together and get your shit in line. You know, don't come over here with no ooga booga. We don't understand that. So we gave them a little, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, you cannot use them as the standard for anything because those expressions been in the universe far longer than the Cro-Magnon Neanderthal. I want to thank y'all for being in the house, family. You understand what I'm saying? I want to thank y'all for being in the house today. Again, make sure you get over there to kingseti.com. I got a lot of, you know, fly products over there. Got a lot of, you know, things coming, herbal tonics, herbal remedies for the family. You understand? And you need to be strengthening up out there. You know what I'm saying? That beast is blowing that shit around again. So you make sure you be safe out there. Keep your body strong. Keep your body and mind strong. Stay up out of them goddamn Wuhan or any. Just stay out of the mist. Stay out of the mist and stay healthy. Keep the body strong. Get on over there. I got something for you. Make sure you get over to my Patreon, General Cyrus Seti. Got something very powerful going down today on Sufism, the ancient order of the Shriners, which ain't even ancient. And we're going to be dealing with who are the original woolly-headed mystics of the ancient world that today, quote unquote, they may call Sufis or whatever. I will be breaking that down. You see what I'm saying? And finally, make sure you get on over there to generalseti.com, SETI University, and get a hold to all that shit you don't even know existed. When you get, you're going to be like, God damn, boy, the general he just got treasure chests of wisdom and knowledge laying all over the place. When you open up that treasure chest, and you know, when you open it up and them goddamn diamonds and them rubies and all that gold get to shine, and you're going to be like, God damn. You understand? So get on over there to generalseti.com, SETI University. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube pages. Hit that notification bell so you know when I go live, and goddamn it, like it because you love it. This is the General Cyrus Sunseti. I'm about to go over there on Cyrus Sunseti page and keep this shit going. Just soon as I, hit the goddamn exit button, nigga, get back on over there. You see, this is the General Cyrus Sunseti saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black Power.